The Hall of Fame in any sport really separates the best from the best. If you are great, that doesn't always mean you're recognized, but people who are in the Hall of Fame are almost always great. Now, that comes with a few exceptions, most notably in MLB, Harold Baines. Harold Baines was always a very good player, but a lot of people think the credibility got lost when he made the Hall of Fame. Well, we are now entering an era in MLB where Hall of Fame will mean different things. You don't see pitchers getting 300 wins. You don't see pitchers getting 3,000 strikeouts. You don't see hitters having a lifetime average of 300 or 3,000 hits anymore. So, what is the determinant for Hall of Fame? Well, in today's video, I will be talking about one of the most interesting upcoming cases in MLB when he retires, Jacob deGrom. I'm Nico Dwyer here with the 10th inning with a question. Will Jacob deGrom be a Hall of Famer? A shortstop entering Stetson University in 2008, Jacob deGrom never really did too much at the shortstop level, and he switched to pitcher during his final season there. Having some serious arm talent, the Mets took a chance on him, and during the rookie ball season, deGrom was quickly diagnosed with a partially torn ulnar collateral ligament (UCL) and underwent Tommy John surgery before advancing past rookie ball. Getting surgery late in the season, deGrom missed the entire 2011 season and would return to the minor leagues in 2012. Rehabbing from surgery, though, may have been a blessing in disguise for deGrom, as he got a chance to work with another ace from the mid 2000s who got a little shafted in the Hall of Fame voting in his right when he retired, Johan Santana, specifically working on their changeup. deGrom now had a great fastball to go along with the changeup. Now he just needed to pitch, and he would extremely well. deGrom would stay in the minors in 2012 and 2013 before finally getting called up in the middle of the 2014 season. Overall, the 2014 season saw deGrom come up in May, and he went 9-6 with a 2.69 ERA. The league average was 3.74. He threw 140.1 innings, added 144 strikeouts, a 1.14 WHIP, a 2.67 FIP, a 128 ERA plus, and a 3.35 strikeout to walk ratio. The Rookie of the Year voting wasn't even close, and deGrom took 26 first place votes. Winning Rookie of the Year, deGrom was on a fast track to stardom. But herein lies the problem with deGrom and many people from today. The counting stats were not there. Pitchers don't last nearly as long as they used to before. Therefore, counting stats are not there, and that would be one issue deGrom saw throughout his career. In 2015, deGrom made his first All-Star team, and that was as far as he went yet when it came to awards that season, finishing in 7th place for the Cy Young with 7 total votes. Overall in the season, he went 14-8, a 2.54 ERA, with 205 strikeouts, a .979 WHIP, a 2.7 FIP, a 149 ERA plus, and a 5.39 strikeout to walk ratio. The ERA then dropped over the next two seasons as deGrom had an injury in 2016, limiting him to 24 starts and only 148 innings. However, when he pitched, he was still a top-tier pitcher. Over the 2016-2017 seasons, deGrom went 22-18 in 349 and a third innings, a 3.32 ERA, while adding 382 strikeouts, a 1.194 WHIP, a 3.42 FIP, 123 ERA plus, 2 complete games, 1 shutout, and a 4.02 strikeout to walk ratio. deGrom wasn't quite there yet, but he would soon come alive in 2018. During the 2018 season, the Mets finished 77-85, and this in part did not look good on deGrom, who only went 10-9. However, tossing 217 innings, deGrom posted a 1.7 ERA, while the league average was a 4.15, to go with 269 strikeouts, .912 WHIP, and a league-leading 1.98 FIP and 218 ERA plus, while posting a 5.85 strikeout to walk ratio. The season was great, an All-Star and his first Cy Young Award came, taking 29 first-place votes to win his first award. Though the 10-9 record not long ago would not have netted him a Cy Young Award, an All-Star appearance and his first Cy Young Award did come. Now officially the best according to Cy Young, deGrom had to prove it wasn't a fluke, and in 2019, another great season came, even though it was another, quote, poor win-loss season, only going 11-8. deGrom posted a 2.43 ERA while the league average was 4.5, a league best 255 strikeouts to go with .971 WHIP, a 2.67 FIP, a 169 ERA plus, and a 5.8 strikeout to walk ratio. Another All-Star appearance came, and it looked as if another Cy Young was there, and indeed it was, earning 29 first-place votes and 207 total points for his second award. A two-time Cy Young winner, deGrom was looking to make it 3 straight, but he was looking to do it in the shortened pandemic season where you have to be great. deGrom went 4-2 on the season with a 2.38 ERA, 104 strikeouts, .956 WHIP, a 2.26 FIP, a 180 ERA plus, and a 5.78 strikeout to walk ratio. Good numbers, but in a shortened season, you have to be great. And while deGrom was very good, he wasn't Cy Young good. However, in 2021, he was. Back to a 162-game season, deGrom only pitched about half the season, going 7-2 in 15 starts with a 1.08 ERA, 146 strikeouts, .554 WHIP, a 1.24 FIP, a 3.73 ERA plus, 1 complete game, and a 13.27 strikeout to walk ratio. The problem was, he only threw 92 innings that season. So while the numbers were historic, a right forearm injury and elbow inflammation caused him to miss the remainder of the season after July 7th. The season now turned into a what-if season, and only getting older, it seemed like deGrom could potentially be a now what-if career. 2022 saw the final season in New York for deGrom, and he went 5-4 in only 11 games with a 3.08 ERA, with 102 strikeouts, .746 WHIP, a 2.13 FIP, a 126 ERA plus, and a 12.75 strikeout to walk ratio. Again, the injury bug was getting to him, and this was affecting a potential Hall of Fame career. And now entering his age 35 season, deGrom signed a contract with the Rangers, where his time in the MLB would most likely end. Making only 9 starts in 2023 and 2024 combined, deGrom went 6 starts in 2023 before needing his second Tommy John surgery, which caused him to miss the remainder of 2023 and most of 2024. Coming back for a healthy 2025, deGrom pitched a full season for what felt like the first time in ages. Going 12-8 in 30 starts, deGrom had a 2.97 ERA to go with a .921 WHIP, 3.64 FIP, a 122 ERA plus, and 5 strikeout to walk ratio. A good season but nothing special led to an 8th place Cy Young voting finish for deGrom. But the question was, how much longer could he go at 38? Currently in the 2026 season, deGrom is staying healthy, but we will not go over his 2026 numbers right now. However, what we will go over is his full career numbers right now, minus 2026. And though the game has changed drastically with counting stats and rate stats, deGrom's rate stats are up there with some of the best all time. Prior to 2026, deGrom had a 2.57 ERA in 248 games, the second best mark of modern starters post 1930, a .986 WHIP, second of all time and first among modern starters, a 2.71 FIP, second post 1930, and 151 ERA plus, third among modern starters, and the best strikeout to walk ratio ever at 5.37. Rate stats all say deGrom is in, but counting stats say another story. Candy Cummins currently has the fewest amount of wins of any starting pitcher in the Hall of Fame with 145. Other notable names include Dizzy Dean with 150, Addie Joss with 160, and Sandy Koufax with 165. Prior to the 2026 season, deGrom had 96 wins in 248 games, 1,851 strikeouts. These were incredible numbers, but the counting stats were not there. So we have to look a little deeper with deGrom. Now, when we look a little deeper, this kind of already says, okay, well, he's not a Hall of Famer. But you have to look deeper, especially nowadays. Quality starts is a measurement that really isn't quality if you look at it, because quality starts only involve 6 innings pitched, 3 or fewer runs, which equate to a 4.5 ERA. However, that's the metric we're going to go based off of. Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, Nolan Ryan threw quality starts in about 66% of the games they started. That's fantastic. Those are some of the best Hall of Fame pitchers of all time. Jacob deGrom, 68%. You have to go deeper with deGrom. Post 1871, deGrom sits in 7th place for quality start percentage at 68% for players who have thrown more than 100 starts. That is just one of the many things you can look at with deGrom. deGrom has the best strikeout to walk ratio of all time, one of the best whips of all time, a great ERA plus. Though his past couple seasons have hurt, the injury history is what is hurting him the most. deGrom will be a very interesting litmus test in the upcoming seasons. Johan Santana, someone who didn't sustain his greatness for long, did not make the Hall of Fame. In fact, didn't even make it past the first ballot. Felix Hernandez, we are still up in the air with him. We have no clue what his future will hold. Many pitchers in the upcoming days, sure, there are a few locks like Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander. They are locks. They are getting in the Hall of Fame. Jacob deGrom will be the first real test of the new era of how we are going to evaluate pitchers and if they will be getting into the Hall of Fame. Whether he should and will get in are two different things. However, in my opinion, deGrom should easily be inducted into Cooperstown as he is one of the best modern day pitchers we have ever seen. With that being said, his road to make it will be much tougher among voters, and there's a real chance he'll never make it, especially if injuries creep up again. All we can do at this point is wait and see how things turn out. Currently, he finally has eclipsed that 100-win mark, but that's only 100 wins. We have no clue what will happen. All we can do is wait. deGrom to me, though, is the definition of a dominant pitcher and should no question be inducted into Cooperstown when all is said and done. But again, all we can do is wait. If he's able to sustain dominance for about 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years, there's no question he will be in. But he will be the first true test of the modern era to see if he's going to get in. So that is just my opinion. Will Jacob deGrom be a Hall of Famer? Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know your thought process through all of this because it can go either way at this point. But deGrom was easily one of the most dominant pitchers of this era. For Nick Dwyer and the 10th inning, thank you all for watching.